I'll give you more authentic reason why we are really good at it. Watch this video to the end, and I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to understand at least a bit on Korean potential and their culture on preventing COVID-19 spreading.
Your opinion is not good enough to convince me. It's Koreans' lack of individualism leads to nobody hoarding.
I just wanted to talk about medical issue. You want to go social? Okay, I'll go social. It's Hajun complex, a Korean medical doctor's myth. Hi, I'm Dr. Benign, and I'm a medical doctor from South Korea. This video is about why South Korea is so good at fighting COVID-19, and I'll tell you the exact reason. As a person living in South Korea, well, actually there are a lot of analysis on this issue, and I'm fully aware of it. I'll give you more authentic reason why we are really good at it. Basically, my mother tongue is Korean, so I usually make videos in Korean, but today I'll make a video in English because this is a message to the world, not just for Koreans. Watch this video to the end, and I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to understand at least a bit on Korean potential and their culture on preventing COVID-19 spreading. And of course, my view on this medical issue as a specialist in South Korea, so keep watching this video to the end. Reason number 1. Huh? Who are you?
I'm your roommate, doctor, you moron. I want to be the one who becomes famous by this cool video. Hehe.
Okay, keep going.
Reason number 1. Super convenient delivery system. In Korea, you can receive almost everything by delivery. Also, you can send almost everything. Motorcycle delivermen are really easy to reach, and they know what they're doing. They deliver so fast, and so they are also called by the nickname Quick. Yes, I heard about the bike messengers in New York according to the movie Premium Rush, but Korean messengers ride on a motorcycle. And most importantly, the system works throughout the country, not just in the city. And not just that, food delivery system is perfect, and you can order almost every kind of food, and you don't have to eat outside. In South Korea, there are famous startups like People of Delivery or Yogi Yo. These two companies are recently merged by M&A and is now a real unicorn company, and they established a huge domestic network and make contracts with the restaurants and delivery. These two are app-based IT companies. Customers order food with their smartphones, and just like Uber Eats, nearby registered deliverymen take order food to the customers. Uber Eats service was here in Korea several years ago, but Uber Eats had to leave Korea because they had no way to win these two companies. Anyway, because of the system, Korean citizens don't have to go outside for dinner during the pandemic period. The most important part is this. In Korea, there are several online-based companies like Coupang or Market Collie, and they deliver groceries super fast. Whoa! Within a day is not an option, but if you order a loaf of bread, a birthday cake, cabbage, a breakfast salad, tomato, mango, or even M&M chocolate online, like 2 a.m. before you go to sleep, they are at your door by 6 a.m. You can eat them for breakfast. Now Koreans are struggling for not going outside the house to buy groceries because of this perfect delivery system. Wow!
Oh, that was my colleague Dr. Mali. The reason I think is more reasonable than yours. Reason number 2. Wearing mask is not an option. It's now a part of Korean culture. Every Koreans wear proper masks like KF94. If you're wearing a cotton mask, a random Korean citizen you encounter on the street will swear at you. I heard that it is not normal in Western countries to wear a mask, that only sick patients wear masks on the street. But in Korea, everyone is wearing masks these days. This trend has been several years. Now, look at the people on the street. This is a video I took on the street in Korea, and everyone is wearing masks. It is because Koreans are trained to wear masks prior to COVID-19 pandemic. For a couple of years, Koreans suffered from super small dust particles flowing from mainland China, and the whole country was covered with dust for several years. There's even an app noticing the weather forecast, especially in dust, and people wear masks according to the information. As time goes, people are getting used to wearing masks such as KF94, and this is a mask with strong filtering function like N95, and if you wear it, it is very hard to breathe. But Koreans take it for granted to wear this kind of mask, for most of the Koreans don't feel uncomfortable to wear them.
Your opinion is not good enough to convince me. Now listen to my opinion, which is perfect to understand. It is Koreans' lack of individualism
leads to nobody hoarding. Actually, this idea is not fully mine. Most of them are ideas of Jason Hunt, the former producer of KBS. His idea is quite reasonable, so let me share his ideas on this issue. Korea's COVID-19 success. Now, listen, you'll be so surprised. As you have seen on the news on Korea that hoarding is not common in South Korea, unlike Western society, and Mr. Han says this is due to overall lack of individualism among Koreans. Many Koreans are well aware of the fact that they are less individualistic on their own. Koreans have a habit of always looking for the rankings of search terms, even when searching the internet. It is because Koreans think it is important to think of what others are interested in. Lack of individualism. You get it?
Americans and Europeans think that because of this COVID-19, large discount stores and shops can be shut down by their free decision regardless of customer will. But Koreans think there should be no such freedom or right to close for business owners. In other words, many Koreans think others' thoughts and actions should be the same as themselves. So they believe that such things that they consider unfair cannot happen socially. They believe that if hoarding happens, the government will punish business owners and force them to sell. This is why some Koreans even recognize large marts as national public facilities. Now, that was the reason why hoarding is not common in Korea, and it is less chaotic even during this COVID-19 pandemic season. There was one good reason to understand, wasn't it?
Man, that was a good analysis. As a social matter, I just wanted to talk about medical issue. You want to go social? Okay, I'll go social. Okay, my reason on social issue is Hojun complex, a Korean medical doctor's myth. There is a famous Korean doctor named Hojun in Korean history in the 16th century who is very famous for his careful treatment like that of Schweitzer. His whole life was dedicated to the poor and the sick, treated patients night and day. And among Koreans, kind of a symbol of what a doctor should be. And I'm pretty sure that doctors have this Hojun complex in mind because they are also Korean. And I think this is one of the main reasons why the death rate is so low in South Korea, despite this COVID-19 spreading, which is being praised overseas. First of all, Korean doctors are very proud of themselves as professionals. You get top scores in high school and you go to medical school 100% for sure. This is what Koreans take for granted. And it seems like they are very sensitive in group assessment. In other words, they care about what doctors say about themselves, on how well they treat patients, and how much their treatment is close to that of Hojun standard. For example, let's say there's a serious COVID-19 infected patient in the hospital. Then the doctors are assigned to the patients, and doctors believe that the hospitals compete each other for their reputation. I heard that doctors in the US and Western countries, Europe, say they don't want to do more on work standards or regulations and manuals in treating their assigned patient. However, it seems a bit different for a Korean doctor. There's no concept of hourly labor cost. The doctor tries to death to save patients who are almost destined to die. I mean, who are medically very close to their death. And this is why there are so many doctors die because of overworking in South Korea. They actually die of exhaustion. When I was in my third year as a resident, a law was enacted by a National Assembly not to allow residents to work more than 80 hours a week, but no one kept it. No one believed that working so little could not save any patients. But it's 80 hours a week. It's a lot of time, but not for Korean doctors. And if there was a resident leaving work early, like 6 p.m., other colleagues blamed them. Usually doctors think that it is unfair that they are treated unfairly by this country, but when they see their patient recovery rate is high, it usually seems to be compensated for complaints that are treated unfairly as a doctor. The problem is that the people and patients take it for granted. And also, like I said, patient recovery results leads to his reputation as a doctor. There is earning respect from the colleagues. This is the reward that Korean doctors choose to get, not salary. This is very cultural, so it will be very difficult to imitate Korean medical system in other countries. But whatever it is, But whatever it is, patients get cheap, good health care, and the system will continue. And the system will continue. And these are 4 reasons me and Dr. Mali want to discuss with you as a doctor living in South Korea, not North. I hope you enjoyed this video. Just click like and share if you liked it. And from now on, I'll upload videos about health issues in English from time to time. So please subscribe to my channel if you're interested. Thank you for watching.